We begin tonight with a public apology from the Archdiocese of Chicago. This is thousands of documents detailing sexual abuse claims against Illinois priests are released. ABC News Channel 20's Kimberly Howard live in studio. Kimberly, I understand that some of these cases date back a half a century?
They do, Vince, including a case filed by one man who now lives in Springfield. He told us why it was so hard to come forward and how he feels now that the diocese is owning up to its mistakes.
My abuse case was 40 years ago.
But his emotions still raw. Joe Iacano was just 11 years old when he says his priest sexually abused him. He never told anyone until decades later.
You didn't question what they did. So as a young child, even though I knew it was wrong, I suppressed it. I didn't want to come forward. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. You feel as though someone may say it was your fault.
After having children of his own, he now feels differently. And while he's happy the Archdiocese of Chicago is accepting responsibility, he says something should have happened sooner.
And although they're coming forward today with some policies and procedures that I believe are very helpful, and they're doing many of the right things, at the time that this abuse took place, no one will ever convince me that they didn't know that he was an abusing priest because they moved him in the middle of the night to another parish. And they did it 7 times.
The specifics of Iacano's case are detailed in some of the thousands of documents being handed over by the Archdiocese to victims' attorneys. It's all part of a settlement.
I want to assure the public that no priest with even one substantiated accusation of child abuse against him serves in public ministry in the Archdiocese.
The documents detail claims against 30 different priests.
14 of the priests are dead. All but 2 are no longer priests. None is in active ministry, and all of the allegations have been reported to authorities years ago.
The diocese says 95% of the cases allegedly happened before 1988. None happened after 1996.
If they would have done what they're doing today, they would have saved many children from the abuse of these priests.
Now, the bishop acknowledged the mistakes made by the Archdiocese in the decades past, but denied any attempted cover-ups. The Archdiocese has already paid out millions of dollars to settle abuse claims. Vince.
Thank you, Kimberly. The thousands of pages released to victims' attorneys today include complaints, personnel documents, and other files. That information will not be released to the public until information concerning the victims can be redacted. Attorneys say they expect to release the documents to the public sometime next week.